a Varsity College podcast. You're listening to an uncut interview from The Golden Ticket, a behind-the-scenes look at Varsity College's 2022 production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
My name's Michelle Wilson and I am the director this year for our 2022 production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. My role is to draw together all of the different parts and to see the production through from start to finish and ensure that what we're producing is cohesive when looking at things like costuming, through to the way that we block our staging, through to the way we build our sets and our props, and then right down to the acting and the singing.
Amazing. What's it been like working with such talented kids and staff?
Well, I've actually been part of the Varsity College production since back when we did the Addams Family, and then I've been part of Oliver and The Little Mermaid, and I have to say that this year I think we have the most talented cast of students we've ever had. The students that we have cast in the roles, we really feel that they strongly they've taken to their characters really well, and they really are well cast and well suited to the roles. They're talented, they work really hard. All of them are good musicians, and we're able to sing their parts pretty much from the get-go, which meant we were able to work on their acting and their blocking from the very start, which is rare for a musical. Generally you start with the music and then you build the rest from there, but we had a group of kids that were able to be quite independent in that respect, and that's made this process a really nice one to work with. The staff are talented. We have a large team involved with this musical. Every one of our creative arts staff has been involved this year. We have another group of staff on the primary campus that have been very supportive, and right from the executive administration down to our teacher aides, we have had a full team approach to this year's musical, which has taken a lot of the burden off myself and off a few of our staff members that have been the die-hard musical creators for the last few years. It's been really nice to have a team approach. So the audience can expect a lot of laughs. They can expect some fantastic choreography, some wonderful dancing. We have an amazing ensemble of musicians that have been working together since the beginning of this year. All of the music that you'll hear on stage is live, and it is performed live to the show, which is really an exciting thing to be able to produce from a high school perspective. When performing music from shows such as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it does require a really advanced level of musician, and we are really proud to have students of that ability level at this school who are able to play this music. We also have a number of ex-students that have come back to perform as part of our ensemble for this show, and a number of staff members playing in the ensemble. On stage you can expect colour, fun, creativity, and hopefully a lot of laughs along the way.
Awesome. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm just looking forward to seeing all of the different parts come together in production week. To be able to achieve 2 hours of performance, it's really important to divide and conquer as a team. We have a talented team that we've been able to rely on to produce this show, and I'm just looking forward to seeing how all of those parts come together to create something really cohesive at the end that's a display of everything creative arts that we have on offer here at Varsity College.
And finally, how is the planning for it all? How's it all going, and has there been any sort of speed humps along the way?
Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say there have been a few speed humps along the way. If you look at the staffing of this particular production, the team that originally started putting together this production, a few have left the school since last year, and we have had new staff members come in that have taken up roles within our team who have had to get on board with the directorial content, and that's been a challenge in itself, making sure that the communication from the beginning to the end has been clear and that it hasn't changed along the way. COVID this year has certainly impacted our rehearsal process. We have lost rehearsals, and the original plan for the rehearsals has had to be adjusted along the way as we've missed time with students. Obviously we have had staff members that along the way have been unwell and we've missed for certain rehearsals, and then the flooding also added to the process. So putting together a musical during a COVID pandemic and then add on top of that a natural disaster has been a challenge in itself, but I think that we owe the final performance and what we're producing at the end to a talented group of kids that have worked hard and an amazing staff that have supported the whole way through. Vocally speaking, there are quite a few challenges in this particular production. A lot of the parts, particularly for the Oompa Loompas, have very strange intervals, and the way that the music is written, it's written in such a way as not to be completely expected where the melody line goes in every situation. That poses a lot of challenges for our younger students in particular, who may not be used to hearing music in this way. With the lead roles, Willy Wonka himself is singing for pretty much the whole production, and a lot of his songs are very fast in tempo and there are a lot of words involved, and he's had to work particularly hard at improving his articulation and diction in his singing because of the number of words being fit into small time periods in the music. The gloops, they had to learn to yodel, which was pretty interesting. That in itself is a skill, and all of the leads have got quite challenging vocals, which, as I alluded to earlier, we've been really impressed because they have predominantly gone and learnt this all by themselves with only a little bit of support from staff. They're a very talented group and we're very proud of what they've achieved with their vocals.
For more on today's podcast, visit varsitylife.com.au.